The Changer. Written by John Ruland III. Copyrights Jan 1989. Chapter 1 equals a town called Toenditall. The Changer equals Jack. Day 15 Sunday. I got up and went downstairs and sat at one of the empty tables. Today is the day we will find out what happens. The waitress come over and said, "What would you like to have this morning?" I said toast, fried potato, chopped chicken in it and an orange juice. She said okay and walked off. I looked around and the place was just about full. I don't know what I am going to do today besides going down to the church and see if there is anyone around. It was not long when she brought my food. I sat and just watched everyone. I got done and headed to the church. I got there and some of the church members were already there. We all went in and I helped got things set up. I want some greeters at every door to shake hands with anyone that comes in. I guess we are just about ready now. It will be not long before everyone will be showing up. I got everyone's attention and said I want everyone to go and shake everyone's hands that you can before the service tonight. Now be back here at 1 o'clock, that is when the service starts. Everyone said okay, we can do that. Everyone left and went everyone to shake hands with as many as they can before the service. They all come back and said no one would shake our hands at all. I guess they have figured out what is going on. Well, it is almost time to start the service. I said to everyone they tried to shoot me the other day. So beware of what we have to deal with. The place started to fill up and when it was almost 1 o'clock the place was just about full. So this is going to be really interesting. It is 1 o'clock now and I walked out on the stage and said I am the one that you are looking for that changed everyone back to normal here. All I have to do is just touch you and you will change back. No, if there is anyone that wants to be changed back to normal, please come down to the front and let me touch you. No one moved. I think no one wanted to be the first one to come up here. I said okay, that is fine. Now I want you to understand one thing. God created everything and that includes you. Everyone is made in God's image. Lucifer is made in God's image. He looks like God and acts like God, but he is not God, he is Lucifer, and all he wants is to deceive you and get you to believe he is right, and in turn he will take you to hell with him. Unless you are taught the difference between God and Lucifer, you do not know the difference. When you are born of Lucifer, and you do not know who God is because you do not know the difference. If you do nothing all your life and no one tells you that God even exists, you do not know this. You do not even know if there is a God or not. All you know is that you are here and don't know why. You go through life with something missing in your life and just don't know what it is. There is an emptiness inside of you, and no matter what you do you just cannot fill that empty void. Until someone tells you that God is the creator and through creation into evolution was we created. It was so quiet you could hear a banana drop in the floor. The only way you can learn something is if your parents tell you or your teacher. Lucifer does not want anyone to know that God exists and there is a way back to heaven where we come from. He doesn't want anyone to know this ever. Then if you find out the truth, he will try to add some lies in it so you will not believe what is told to you, and he will do anything to keep you in the dark about God. Now that you know the truth of where you come from and that Lucifer is the Lord of darkness and the great deceiver, he will tell you lies so you will not go home to where we come from. That is heaven. Do you want to go back to heaven where we come from, or do you want to go where Lucifer is going? Now what part of God created everything through evolution don't you understand? Now if you want to go to heaven where we come from, just get up and come down front and we will tell you more. No one moved. I said, is there anyone that wants to know how to get to heaven? One stood up and said, we all want to go to heaven, but there is not enough room for all of us to go there. You will have to say what you are going to right where you are. I want everyone to say this out loud with me. Father, I know I am a sinner and I know that only you can forgive me, and I ask right now for that forgiveness. I want you to come into my heart and take away my old ways, And Father, I thank you for Jesus and what you have just done for me. Amen. After everyone said this, there was quietness in the room, and then the same one stood up and said, I have not felt anything like this before, and now I know what you are talking about now. That God is alive and he now lives in me. Everyone said yes at almost the same time. I said, now you can do the same things as I do. If you shake hands with anyone, they will change back to normal. We will give you all flyers to say the salvation prayer. Please memorize it so if you need it you can get others saved too. I then said, if you would like to have one of the flyers, we will be giving them out at the door. I got off the stage and headed to the front door. I got there and started passing out flyers. One of the guys come up to me and held out his hand for a flyer. He said, we have never had a service like this one before ever. I am 300 years old and never had anything like this here. It was always things about the town and what was going on here. Nothing much about anything else. I said, well, things will change around here now. You can just shake hands with everyone else here in town and soon everything will be a lot better. We will have someone stay for a while to help you get things set up for a real church here. He said that will work even better. I give out a lot of flyers. I think everyone there took one. After everyone left, I got everyone together and said, I need one of you to stay here and take over this church and preach so everyone can learn what they should know. In time we will send one that will take your place. So it is just temporary. One of them said, I will stay for up to a month. I said that will work. Also, can you take over my run every day to pick up the goods? He said, if they will let me I will do that too. Then at least I will have an income every week. I said yes, and a place to live too. He said that will work. Well, come with me and we will go and talk to my boss. Just then my boss come up to me and said, wow, I did not know that you was so important in the church. I said, I am the director of the changers. I go to towns to change everyone back to human and preach salvation to the lost. He said, I am now changed and now I know the difference now. I thank you for coming here. Do what you do best. Change everyone from sinners to saints. I heard most of what you guys was saying. I can show him what needs to be done on the job. I will set everything up so he can go and do the pickup now. I said thank you, and now I am going back to my room and I will be leaving in the morning to another town. I think I will go with you and show you what has to be done, and I will just stay in town and you can come back here. I am going to see if I can find a job in the town I used to go to every day. My boss said come with me and I will get you set up in a room and you will have to fill out some forms too. He said okay, and they both left. I said, well, it is time for me to go too. Are you guys going back home tonight? They all said yes, we are. They all said until next time. We all went out separate ways. I went to the inn and went to my room and lay down and watched TV for a while until I fell asleep.